Hey y'all, how y'all doing again? Surprise! 2 videos in a week! Jesus, okay. I don't know how she be doing it. But today, I just want to give a disclaimer before I start. I know some of you are probably like, he always complaining about he always talking about somebody, he always talking about trying to tell us what we doing wrong, what we not doing, I'm doing this, I hope y'all understand, I'm doing this because I want the world to be a better place. I'm doing this because I want y'all to be better, I want y'all to do better, and I see greater for y'all. So I'm making these videos. I see greater for myself too, and so I'm not somebody that likes to surround myself with people that don't like to grow and rise and all this and that. So if you don't like to grow and rise, the door over there, but the door is walk on out, do. You can walk on out, do. Unsubscribe if you don't like my videos. Unsubscribe. Please like and share, and let's get into this. So today we're gonna be talking about this generation. I know if you are part of my generation, Gen Z, or you a younger person, I know you hear this term a lot. I know you hear this a lot. And I know you fucking sick of that shit. I know you tired of these grown up people, these old ass bitches. I know you tired of them talking shit about you. That's why I'm here. I'm here to rectify this shit. I'm here for y'all. I'm here for us. Let me stop. I just got ADHD, I'm sorry. I just got a little ADHD. Just a little ADHD. Okay, but hold on. Had to get myself hyped up for the video, you know. I have my notes, even though they're all, let's crumble it up some more. Even though they're all crumbled up, I have my notes. I'm all pumped up in adrenaline, just, I think it's because I just look so. Let me get into the video, I'm sorry. Please don't click out. Please. I'm for real this time. I'm for real. Okay. Ooh, this cute. I was thinking about, should this nigga tilt y'all up. Tilt y'all down. Okay, this cute. Okay, but this generation is something that the quote "this generation" is something that I have been hearing over and over again. I personally am sick of it. I'm gonna explain like why I'm sick of it. We just finna get into it, okay? And when I say refer to older people, I'm talking about people that's not in my generation, people that are like millennials, and especially Generation X and older-ish millennials that think y'all are big brothers and sisters that can bully us. We're not you, you're not us. I want to preface by saying I like all the generations. I appreciate all of y'all. But what I tend to notice is y'all don't appreciate the younger generations, and y'all don't like us for some reason. And I don't appreciate that. I don't like y'all actively being out loud talking about us, talking about the people that are like, we're coming into your world right now. Like we're coming into it, and like you kind of talking shit about us. That ain't cool. I noticed that, especially in recent years and on social media, a lot of people hate children. A lot of people just dislike children, have this thing with children, And our society in the USA has always kind of been like that, where it's just like children are treated like a nuisance or something. We all know, we've all been there. Some of y'all may forget, maybe y'all hit a certain age and y'all forget how it felt to be a child. I still remember. I'm only 23, but I still remember. I still remember that shit. I don't remember it like it was yesterday, but it definitely was a few years ago. But I remember how I felt, and I remember how I was constantly invalidated as a kid, and all this and that, just because of the fact that I was a kid. Irregardless, I noticed that a lot of older people, older generations, it's almost as if y'all don't like the fact that the world is changing, but it's just like, the world is changing, okay? Don't project that onto us that like you're uncomfortable with it. I can understand you're a bit uncomfortable. I can understand some things may be new to you, this, that, the other, but don't take that out on the younger kids and younger generation. But I can tell that like a lot, especially Generation X, a lot of y'all are stuck in y'all's ways and y'all don't want stuff to change. But the actual reality of everything in society and in this world is just ever changing. Some things may go back this way one period, and then it may be so totally different another period. Things go through cycles. Everything is everything, and I don't think y'all understand that. I think y'all are so fearful of certain things, and y'all like to play it safe, and y'all like tend to project that onto the younger generation. But for us, we have all of history, and we have y'all as an example, and we have access to the things y'all have done, the good things y'all have done, some of the bad things some of your peers have done, and some of us want to grow from some of those mistakes. Some of us don't want to make some of those same mistakes. Some of us want to live life smarter and not have to work harder. And especially saying this for my black kids, my black folks, my black, whatever, like my Gen Z people, black people. Y'all like to complain that we don't like to work, we're lazy, this, that, the other. We saw the effects that shit had on y'all. We saw how you came home from work having an attitude and all upset. We saw that every waking day. And we vowed that we didn't want to have to deal with that. We didn't want to have to work places and do things that made our lives that miserable, so where we take that out on other people. Imagine, some of us are going to go that route regardless. But like, why can't you just be happy with the fact that like we have some things easier? Isn't that what y'all were working so hard for, to make it easier for the people coming behind you? Are we forgetting that? So we're calling us lazy now because we don't want to subscribe to capitalism and be all into that? Like, y'all, I haven't been looking at this camera this whole time. Here's the camera. But yeah, y'all want us to just like subscribe to capitalism and all this and that, and just like say F our life, be a slave, and don't be lazy, and work yourself to the bone. Work even when you don't have to work. That's the life you want for us. That's the dream y'all wanted for us. I didn't know that. I wasn't aware of that. I thought, what happened to freedom? Y'all don't want us to be free. Y'all want us to go through the same things y'all went through, or else our experience is kind of invalidated. Or then and I know I'm projecting onto y'all because I don't know, I can't speak for y'all because I'm not y'all, but I'm just speaking from my perspective. I feel like y'all complain a lot and y'all feel like a lot of recipes are getting lost. But the thing about recipes is they get passed down from generation to generation. If you're not passing down those recipes, how are the younger generation supposed to ever get them? We're going to be making our own recipes because we have no choice. We don't have y'all recipes. Or even if we do have y'all's recipes, y'all can get upset that we may choose not to appreciate them or use them. Culture changes. Things change. So we may want to make our own recipes. We may want to take your recipe and make it better. Wouldn't you want us to make your recipe better? Or you just want us to keep using your same recipe that it works, but like maybe it could be better, But and I also noticed just y'all, especially the younger generation, the older generations, even people my age, like y'all's obsession with abusing kids, whooping kids, and all this and that. That's not normal. I know y'all feel like it worked. Well, it worked. It may have worked, but it also caused so many other things in this child's life and growing into an adult that has made their life so much harder. Irregardless, let's get back to the topic. I think I started to notice this generational thing First with the Tide Pod Challenge. Some even refer to us as the Tide Pod generation, which is absolutely absurd and crazy. And this was right around TikTok was probably just coming about or just getting its footing or whatever. And then we had the Tide Pod Challenge. With the Tide Pod Challenge, kids that were Gen Z. This is when I started to hear Gen Z a lot more in the media. It was this moment. I think this was a turning point for some reason. This was a turning point for everybody to start complaining about Gen Z. They were putting Tide Pods in their mouth, and I really don't know. Were they letting it, I don't know if they were letting it dissolve in their mouth or whatever, but the kids were having to go to the hospital, that people was getting sick and stuff. Me at home, I'm like, them bitches is dumb. They ain't got nothing to do with me. And I'm sure a lot of people in my generation feel like that often. Like, the lesser of our group is what the media likes to take a hold of and like to project onto the whole world. And so now the whole world is thinking these things about younger generations and somewhat holding a certain resentment towards us without even knowing some of us personally and all this and that, and just holding these things and about us that just simply oftentimes aren't true, but because the media said it and because y'all love the media, like especially y'all love newspapers and stuff, y'all believe this stuff. Media definitely, and that segues into media. Media has played a big part in this and shaping how Gen Z is viewed and people in my generation are viewed, younger people are viewed. Yes, they sometimes help us in reporting on the things that we may have challenges with and all this and that, but it's oftentimes from a perspective of like this generation is drowning, da 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 da. But what people like to look at that and just like remove themselves from that. But it's like oftentimes the older generation, y'all planted us in the ground for us to grow. And so we are anything that you don't like about us is a reflection of the world that you have created for us to grow in. I'm gonna let that resonate for a second. Anything that you don't like about us or the things about us or different attributes about us are because of the world that you have provided for us to grow up in. And we're saying that even more of a generation Alpha and younger Gen Z. Like, y'all are like, why are these kids in Sephora? Why are these kids doing this and that and da-da-da? Everybody want to be a social media thing, da-da-da-da-da. Look at the state of the world. Look at the things that we're going through. Look at the school system. Look at what we're giving these children to utilize to... Look at the resources we're giving these children. It's basically what I'm trying to say. Look at the resources we're giving these children. Look at the material. And then look at the material. And so I just find it weird how we give this world to these children and then expect them to be better than us. Not even better, but just expect them to act a certain way or expect them to do certain things when every generation is different cultural things and stuff are going to influence how a generation works, especially with social media. But two, you're actively seeing the effects of all the things that you all have been doing all these years. Even if you weren't personally doing it, and older folks, I don't want y'all to take offense. I'm saying older in terms of older than me. Please don't take offense. I love older people. Like, it sounds bad. I'm not calling y'all old. I'm just saying older. Because y'all like to take offense to that shit too. I'm just saying older. Ain't nobody coming for you. Ain't nobody coming for you like y'all be coming for me and coming for us. I'm just saying older, not old, older. Shit, I know you tired of these grown up people, these old ass bitches. I know you tired of them talking shit about you. I don't want to say wiser because some of y'all not wiser because of the way y'all be acting like children, like y'all in competition with us. Irregardless, like I was saying earlier with the whole, sometimes y'all kind of want us to struggle in the ways that y'all have. Struggle, I hope this is my quote. I hope ain't nobody else said this. I'm on this quote. This is Christopher Alexander Harden here, quoting. Struggle should not be a rite of passage. Struggle should not be a rite of passage. Someone shouldn't have to go through this big thing to get to this finish line. And I can see the value in a story like that. I can see the value in learning something and learning lessons and all of that. But I oftentimes don't see the value in struggle, especially struggle that doesn't have to be struggle. Struggle that is the effects of capitalism, all this and that. We shouldn't have to be struggling in that sense. We should have a system where we can grow within, not a system that tries to mash us down on the ground and not give us the opportunity to ever raise up. You know what I mean? Struggle should not be the rite of passage, and y'all should take pride in where y'all came from and what y'all have been able to, good things y'all have been able to provide for my generation and under and stuff. But at the same time, don't expect us to have to go through that same struggle, because weren't y'all doing that for us to be better? Let's move on. Instead of complaining so much, guide the children. I believe the children are our future.
Teach them my life. Let them lead the way.
Guide the children.
Show them all the beauty they possess inside.
Stop complaining about what they doing wrong or what they da 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 da.
Give them a sense of pride.
They are children. A lot of them don't know any better. We're learning. We are using the resources we got. We doing the best we can with what we got. So within that, instead of complaining about us and doing all this net, guide us along. Guide us forward. Guide us upward. Instead of complaining about us, saying what we doing wrong all the time, and just like really just trying to paint us a certain type of way. Instead of doing all that, guide the children, man. Like, feed back into the younger generation, because when you get older, we're gonna be the ones running the world that you're gonna be living in. It's gonna be it's going like this. Right now we're kind of here, but by the time y'all get older and elder, we're gonna be the ones running the world, and we're gonna be the reason. Whatever world is we have then is because of what y'all have been feeding into us this whole time. And whatever y'all give to us, whether that's positive or negative, that karma or whatever it is, that's going to be the world that y'all going to be living in y'all elder years. So y'all need to take that into account. And just overall, like, what happened to world peace? What happened to wanting things to be better for the people under you and your family members under you? I think we just need to take that into account and really just take into account the things that Gen Z does struggle with. Because I think a lot of y'all don't realize, like, we are the generation that went through COVID. Like, yes, other generations had other diseases and other things like that, but we went through this with social media and with, like, we went through some world-altering things back to back to back. We're seeing a lot more things that y'all didn't have to see. We're experiencing a lot of things that some of y'all didn't have to experience, especially in terms of capitalism and all this and that. So I feel like y'all should give us a lot more grace. And not only just give us that grace, but also help us in the fight. Help us with making the world better and safer for younger children, for us, and even y'all. Because we got to live here together. And y'all complaining and starting these generational wars and stuff amongst each other, that's an imbalance. That's low vibrational as hell. That is low vibrational as hell. And as y'all older people, if you feel disrespected by the younger generation, it's because you didn't give the younger generation that respect. You didn't give them something to respect. So y'all need to be more respectable in terms of how you talk about the younger generation, how you guide the younger generation, and just what you do. Like, lead by example is basically. You don't even have to always sometimes reach down. Just lead by example. Like, we're looking up to you. We know things because of you. You guys are teaching us. Like, we're learning from the world that we are currently living in. And yes, we're actively, feeding into this world too, but y'all have fed a lot more into this world. So with that, like, I need y'all to, like, really lead by example and just guide the children. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say that. Now, next point, y'all need to mind y'all's business. I don't care if we appear to be lazy to y'all, We going through some shit. We going through depression. And not just mentally, but financially. We're going through a depression. It's a solid depression. And it's hard to find jobs, housing, everything has went up exponentially. Inflation, all of that. And the wages it's not comparable in the way that it used to be comparable. The wages to product prices and stuff, it was more balanced then than it is now. So much more of an imbalance now when it comes to pay and expenses and with inflation and all this and that. So instead of calling us lazy, look at what we having to deal with. I know y'all like, but we having to deal with the same thing. Yeah, but y'all are also wiser and older and have more footing in this world and know more. So like, some things y'all are more developed in, and when it comes to being more developed in a capitalistic society, that means more money. And more experience equals more money a lot of times. But yeah, just realize like the world we living in. You may be good because you got 10 years on us. You may be good, but we not good. We trying to get good. And it would be really lovely if you all would like lend a helping hand sometimes, or at the very least just leave us the fuck alone. Leave us out of it. Mind your business. Stop talking shit about us. Stop talking about the younger generation. Just stop. Y'all too old for that. Y'all are too old for that. And that's why when I say it looks like y'all competing, that's where I get there from. To the Gen X and millennials out there, what is y'all fucking problem?
Millennial here. You said guide the children. I can't guide shit. I still need some guidance my damn self. And that's what a lot of millennials is afraid to admit. I was on a job that was stressing me out. It was raising my blood pressure, throwing my heart rhythm off. And I was talking about it with my younger coworker. And he was like, girl, you just need to quit. I know you ain't finna let this job sit up and kill you. He said, matter of fact, today is my last day. Cause I had a headache yesterday and I'm just not gonna do it. Tell me why I stayed at that job for like 2 more years and developed a nearly serious health condition. Meanwhile, that was the last time I ever seen that man. That was the last day I ever seen him. When he said he would go fucking quit, he was gone. I ain't never see him no more.
Because it's like, why are y'all trying to be like, this younger generation don't know, dude, it's like, it gives comparison. It gives you are trying to compete with us. And I know some of y'all be like, I ain't competing with no child. I ain't competing with nobody that don't know da-da-da-da-da. But it's just like, you are. And so then the young generation fights back and they're like, old, boomer, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then y'all take offense to it, but y'all was talking about us first. Y'all was in control of the media first. What's not clicking, Steven? You don't... Oh, you thought because you was older we was going to respect you? Like I just said, give us something to respect and we will respect you. Y'all after like our brain chemical imbalance. Yes, stuff is different because we have different things now. Different technologies affect. We don't know the effects that these things are going to have on our society in the long run. But... I'm stretching. And with a lot of things that y'all feel like we don't know or should know, we won't know certain things and we don't know certain things until y'all expose us to them. Like the whole recipes conversation I was just having. We're like dogs. We're like children. But I'm gonna use dogs as an example right now. If you don't train a dog, how you expect that dog to know what sit means? How you expect that dog to know what potty means? If you hadn't trained it, or not trained but taught that dog, trained whatever. If you haven't taught that dog that, how do you expect them to know these things? And how can you then turn around and get upset with them for the things that you neglected doing and expecting that out of them? That's what I'm trying to do, and that's what I want y'all to do too, is like educate us. And don't do it in a spiteful way. Don't do it in a these bitches don't like to read type of way. Like, you don't have to do all that. Just show us, like, we like to learn too. We like to learn new things, and maybe we might not be interested in today, but we may be interested in tomorrow. So just like, show us different stuff. You know, put us on. Don't neglect us. Don't neglect the younger generation, because that is how recipes get lost. When you neglect the younger generation and just almost feel like you're competing with them, or just try to invalidate them so much and try to act like they're just so whatever, and just hold so much resentment towards them. That's not healthy. That's an imbalance. When I say mind your business, like I was just saying, that doesn't mean neglect. Mind your business when it comes to the things you don't know. Yeah, we're not gonna know them songs. We're not gonna know them movies. Just put us on. Stop complaining. Just put us on. Put us on. That's what I'm saying. Just put us on. Don't force us. Just put us on. And if we interested in it, we gonna take heed, and we gonna learn, and we gonna do things. But when you present it in a more negative way, we're gonna shy away from it, because just like we get so much negativity from the world. We don't need that. Just like, you know, just be positive. Just be happy. Be happy, bitch. Some of y'all are miserable. And that's the truth. Some of y'all are truly miserable. And that's why y'all project onto the younger generations. But I just hope that y'all can get to a place where y'all can appreciate the younger generation and see that it's not too late for especially a lot of younger generations. It's not too late to teach them things. It's not too late to expose them to different things that you were exposed to as a child. It's not too late to make certain TV shows that you had as a child, or make different iterations of them, or do different things. It's not too late. Y'all have the power to do these things. Y'all have the experience. Y'all have the know-how to do these things. So instead of complaining, help, you know? Guide. But to end this video, I just wanted to say to those that praise us and those that do see the value in the younger generation, Gen Z, and see the good things that we are doing or trying to do, even with the world that we have been presented, and trying to fix mistakes that have been made before we were even born, and trying to do better with the know-how we do have and the resources we do have, trying to do better. I really thank y'all, because honestly, as somebody in the young generation, just seeing older people talking about us all the time, it's just like, really, again, it don't feel good. Like, it just, we've been made to feel like a nuisance, in a sense. We've been made to feel like we're dumb or stupid or just don't know, when it's just like, no, we're just different. And those that can appreciate those differences and understand that, and just understand the whole thing, my whole message right now is that we need to be guiding the children, understand that whole shtick, and y'all just, you feed into us like y'all should be. I appreciate y'all, and y'all doing that. Even if y'all don't do that, I'm gonna keep doing it, and I'm gonna keep trying to feed into the younger generation. I'm gonna keep being myself to show the younger generation after me that it's okay to be yourself. It's not okay to subscribe to norms if that's not who you are. If you're not normal, don't subscribe to the norms. I think it's cool that we're breaking down respectability politics in America. I think that's cool, because don't y'all remember when y'all couldn't do certain things and all this and that? That just because a rule is a rule, a law is a law, doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean that it's the way it should be. You know what I mean? And we're changing that. The haircut act, colors in your hair. Like, y'all are definitely helping us when it comes to legislation and stuff. But still, like, instead of like holding resentment and like jealousy, you know, for the things that we're breaking down and doing that y'all seem to complain about because y'all didn't want to stand up and we are standing up. Don't get upset with us for standing up. Y'all should be uplifting us for standing up because y'all didn't have the guts to do it. But ultimately, I appreciate y'all for watching this video, and I will see y'all soon. I may have a vlog coming soon. I just look so professional today, so cute. Get into the shirt. Hold on. Come on in, cha-cha slide real quick. Get into the shirt. Get into it. I made this myself. I'm a designer. I know I don't really talk about fashion that much on here. I do want to start making more fashion content, but I got to do some more fashion history lessons, and I need to learn more about... Oh, messing up my lighting. I'm trying to crouch down so I can be in the camera frame. I'm trying to learn more about fashion and stuff. I would like to make more fashion content, but on my YouTube, I talk a lot, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I get to. But thank y'all for watching this video. I'll see y'all soon. Bye-bye.